I think the WWE can't waste Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, and they got to get it done sooner rather than later, because Rock vs. Roman Reigns was our first dream match. Everybody was talking about it for years when Roman Reigns was the tribal chief, and The Rock will come in, settle everything, and end it, right? And now we don't know if it's going to happen, because The Rock might have one last match left in him. Who knows if it's going to be against Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes? Who knows where this ends up going, right? I think with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, we've been waiting for so long for this match to happen. Last year, John Cena took the spot. The year before that, Roman Reigns the year before that as well. Those made sense. This year, I don't think there's anybody else who makes more sense to take Cody Rhodes on than Randy Orton.
I agree with you, because they tease it so much. Like, how many times do you have to see Cody Rhodes holding the title and Randy Orton longing to look at the hold the WWE title again? It just makes sense, because at this point, like, you could either have a babyface Randy Orton versus a heel Cody Rhodes, or you could have a heel Randy Orton versus a babyface Cody Rhodes, which is perfect in either sense, right? And I kind of feel like you're right. If they waste this opportunity, like, when are you going to do a SummerSlam? I think WrestleMania is probably the perfect time to do it. Because how many more matches does Randy Orton have in him? Because he could just be like AJ Styles, and I'm out, I'm done.
Exactly. Even though Randy Orton has said he's going to go on for as long as he wants, he's had back issues recently. And his matches, it's not like he's going all out for all these matches too. It's not like he's wrestling long matches either. He's usually in fatal 4-way matches, tag team matches, triple threat matches, or in short matches. He's not really doing that much work, because he's got to protect himself if he wants to keep going for as long as he can, right? If we want that Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton match, it's got to actually be a match that goes on for at least 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes, right?
Yes.
And Randy Orton, the older he gets, the harder that's going to be for him to do, because his back's not going to be like just hanging on for that long. It's not that easy. It's not like his back's bulletproof all of a sudden because he got surgery. If they don't pull the trigger on it now, next year has to happen. The year after that feels to be harder and harder as far as you go. And plus with Cody Rhodes getting older too, getting into movies and all that stuff, you don't know how long he's going to be around.
Yes.
To do these stories with Randy Orton. I feel like if you're going to have Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, we need a proper storyline, a proper build to this match. We need a proper maybe a month and a half build between these guys, because you have so much story to tell based on the history, based on how Randy Orton was like the guy, and you could call back to so many moments, like when Randy Orton RKO'd Dusty Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes didn't do anything about it, and then Randy Orton ended up turning face, and though him and Ted DiBiase were heel, WrestleMania Randy Orton kicked their ass pretty much, right? And then there's not much happening, even though I think when they were on SmackDown together back in like the early 2010s. There wasn't much there. Like, I think Randy Orton would beat Cody Rhodes more often than not. Yeah. It was like Cody Rhodes was the main eventer, and then Randy Orton eventually technically got him fired in 2014 when Dusty Rhodes had to come back and help them get their jobs back. Remember that storyline? That was a good storyline. There's so many stories here to build on, and then Randy Orton eventually coming, with him coming back from his surgery, and now him wanting the title. There's so many things you could talk about. I'm surprised they didn't pull the trigger on it this year. And they were like, let's go with Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the 9th time. We've already seen it like a million times already.
I feel like it has to be a triple threat match for the WWE title at WrestleMania between Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton.
Randy Orton in a triple threat match with Cody Rhodes? That shouldn't happen.
Here's why. Because I feel like this is the perfect time for Randy Orton to get his 15th, right?
Yeah.
15-time world title. And I think you send it off with him at the end of the match, punting Randy Orton. I'm sorry, Cody Rhodes in the head and setting up a match between them at SummerSlam.
I just think that's so hard to do, because wouldn't you want to see those two going at it one-on-one at WrestleMania instead of a triple threat match? Because WrestleMania one-on-ones are classic. Those are matches you want to see.
Yes.
Where triple threat matches are usually because you have two stars and one person who's like not a big name, and you want that to be your main event that type of match. Or you have three guys who you don't really know what you want to do with them, but you could kind of throw them together and it'll work. Where Randy Orton, I don't think he even needs to be in that match if you want to make it a triple threat match. I think WWE has other plans, right? I think I forgot who they announced or who's rumored to be his opponent, but
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black, exactly. I think Randy Orton, they see him as like a household name. People know him, so why not put him in a match with somebody else if Cody Rhodes is going to be with Drew McIntyre? Because instead of them having if they're not going to run one-on-one, there's no point of them at all.
Oh, you don't think so?
It just makes no sense.
You could build a story out of it, like a proper one, because now you've kind of ruined the moment for them to like stop. Like, they could stop and pivot and do it, right?
Right.
But I kind of feel like this is the only way you could get a proper story.
It can still happen.
Yes.
Right? Like, it still happens. It's not like we know who Drew McIntyre... It's not like it's locked down.
Yes.
That's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, even though it's...
LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre?
Probably not. Yeah, get ready for Suplex City with him, buddy. I think that Randy Orton... Like, if your idea, if they do something like that, a triple threat match, it should be like SummerSlam, so then they could build to WrestleMania. Instead of WrestleMania to WrestleMania, because that's a long build.
Yes.
And we know that's not going to last. We know it's going to end by SummerSlam. And I want to see this match at WrestleMania and not at SummerSlam, because SummerSlam... As good of a pay-per-view it is.
It's Brock Lesnar's pay-per-view.
It is Brock Lesnar's pay-per-view. It's not Randy Orton. It's not Cody Rhodes. It's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And I think those two need to go out at WrestleMania. And it has to be for like maybe the WWE title. It should have been this year. Hopefully it's next year. The Saudis might get hooked up with some bangers next year, which is insane. I mean, a lot of
Rock versus Roman.
All the dream matches. Triple H coming back over Cody Rhodes.
Hulk Hogan's going to make an appearance.
I think that's all I had to say. But outside of them having like a storied history, it just makes so much sense to have that match happen as soon as possible. You can't really build on the story anymore. Like, there's not much else you could really say unless you got Randy Orton screwing him over in the title match. Like you said, like a triple threat match, and Randy Orton screws him over, and then we get a build. I don't know where else you could go with that.
I feel like they've wasted Randy Orton for like the last 2 years. Like,
yeah.
He comes back like he was supposed to get revenge on the bloodline. Doesn't happen. Him and Drew McIntyre have the same storyline right there, right? Then it's like him shifting into like, oh, I'm gonna go for the title. He never gets. He had one title match. Was it in a Fatal 4-Way? I think?
Last year Rumble.
Yeah,
2024 Rumble.
2024 Rumble, right? And that's it. That's all he's had.
Yeah,
and then he's just been like, oh, like WrestleMania. It's like you'll have a triple threat match against Logan Paul.
Right.
You'll have Joe Hendry. Like, it's like you made the right point about him being a household name, pushing other people. But like until one point, are you just wasting his household name to push people that aren't really going to the championship or not?
To be fair, he was supposed to take on Kevin Owens last year, right?
Oh, that's true.
So I don't know what that storyline was supposed to be. We haven't heard anything since. But that would have been fun. I still think get it done, Triple H.
Get it done, Triple H.
I know you're star boy. You don't want him to get hurt by. You don't want him to get punted. Yeah. But he will get punted, and he get an RKO too. All right. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.